Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Evil Within's The Executioner. This is episode 3. So, this might be the last one, because we do only have 2 targets left if I remember correctly. Also, we got the rocket launcher last time. So I guess this is just... there's no scope or anything, you just fire it, and it hits somewhere in that reticle. So what am I missing on my weapon wheel here? Dynamite, Molotovs, chainsaw, rocket launcher. Is there one more that's locked? I mean, I guess there's probably one more unlocked from the next boss, so there is 2 here. So maybe there's also one that unlocks when you beat the final one? I don't know. Was I saving up for something? I could save up for Hammer, because, you know, Hammer has been my go-to here. I guess I'll buy some dynamite as well. I don't know how to buy fuel for this chainsaw, though. I guess I'll have to buy it when it runs out. And I suppose I'll buy a Molotov. Don't know if I really need it. It seems like it would be more effective against regular Haunted, and we haven't really had much trouble with those. Okay, I think this is the way that I went last time. Which means... going this way. Well, she's forgetting everything else, but at least she remembers me. Also, was that the right one? Okay, yeah, so there's 2 left. We haven't missed any. Do a little bit of the neck break. So one thing I think I was missing before is that none of these monsters that we're fighting are, you know, whoever they were originally, whoever the original patients were. These are all other people who are also becoming existing monsters within STEM that have been dropped in by Mobius, just like us. Okay, so we got an invisible Haunted. I don't think we can use the scanner on them. Well, maybe we can. Okay, I actually did need to track him down. I was like, why is he running away from me? What's the point in that? But I suppose I had to fight him. Grab one of those mines. I don't even really need the health. I'll leave it there, just in case I need it afterwards. Okay, I forget who our next target was. Archive. Mobius Directive 6, Psychiatric Patient. Okay. So I'm not sure who this one might actually be, or which monster they might be. Psychiatric Patient. Conjunction. So this might be Amalgam? The one that we fought in the parking garage in the main game? Amalgam Alpha. So yeah, this is the regular Amalgam we fought, not the Ruvik Amalgam. So I'm wondering if he is going to be... Okay. What is this, like Ganondorf fight? We're gonna bounce him back and forth. Didn't actually see... Oh, well, the car blew him up, so... He doesn't look quite the same. There is a person stuck to the top. I was wondering if he had the instant kill. I would hope not, but then again, that's kind of it right there. I do have this RPG. Alright, it does okay damage. The Keeper can't really throw that dynamite very far. Oh, there's something here. Oh, it's just a med kit. I don't know why I can't just throw cars at him. Or can I? Alright, Mr. Area Spam. See, now I might as well grab this med kit before I try to finish him off. So even though we are a stronger character here, he still seems considerably weaker than the Amalgam we fought. I like this one Haunted who's been probably trapped here for the entire fight. Yeah, I would have to think there's some way to hit it back at him and knock him down, but it doesn't seem very functional, so probably better not to bother with it. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Just too easy. Nobody can stand up to the power of the hammer. Like, we've got all these other toys, and they're decently functional, but the hammer seems to be where it's at. I left that here so I could heal, but I forgot I had to do the teleport to get through. And I can't shortcut back through here. Okay, there's a safe on the other side as well. Gotta do the whole animation again. Can't skip it. At least when they dumped us in here, they assigned us probably the most useful monster. Alright, so is this going to be the final one, or is there going to be a actual boss after this one? Have you ever been in direct contact with your daughter? Alright. So before I do that, I should probably actually spend my leftover coins. Maximum hammer. Yeah, see, I can't buy rocket ammo either without, I guess, being out. So wait. Is Joseph not actually in here then? Please do not kill me. Painful. Try cop wearing glasses? So, I guess that is another indication that Joseph is not dead. Because he wasn't even in here. Probably somebody else. So these are all the people we've killed. All the other patients that were plugged in. Which means this area is probably an actual area in Mobius. Now, which one of these is us? I think that was Amalgam there. They all kind of just look generally grimy. And that's me. I wonder if I'm not in there because I'm not dead, and these are only the people who have died and been absorbed by STEM. Or mentally dominated by it. Okay, so there's one more challenge room there. There's the final diary. Does that mean she's been running from us all along, thinking we were just another monster? Alright, well, let's do this challenge. These haven't exactly been difficult. I guess that's there so that I could grind money if I wanted to. Works for me. So I can just outrun these guys until they, well, not that time. I was gonna say I could outrun them until they explode. I don't know why these big guys are so easy compared to everything else. Like, even the other Haunted take a couple hits before I can execute them usually. I think when I execute them, they can't turn. Oh, that one just blew up in my face, so maybe not. That's a new one. I suppose because I hadn't used the barbed wire trap finisher yet. I wonder if the barbed wire works on the big one. God damn it. Just wanted to see if he had his own execution. Oh, he blew up. Now we'll never know. Perfect. Chair finisher. No, we're not done yet. I guess we need the exit Haunted to appear. Which is always just this one dude. Who just kind of stands here. I didn't really need to do that since you don't get anything else from it, but whatever. Gotta see all the content. Okay, so now I can buy ammo, which is expensive. I don't know why, it's not very good. Oh, that refills it too. I don't really need more help, but whatever. I'll take it. Just kind of spending my upgrades willy-nilly at this point because I don't think I need them. Things really aren't that tough. Someone's been busy. Alright. She was kidnapped by some bubbles, which turned into the Keeper. Is she being protected by Mr. Bubbles? So we're gonna have to fight ourselves then. The Dark Keeper. Alright, so we need to fight Dark Link in order to rescue the daughter. So did Stem, like, make a copy of this guy? It's like, oh, he's being very effective. Alright, so we got traps, which can crush the Keeper head. Oh, he's got a machete. We don't have one of those. Now, if these work on him, I can pin him in place and then crush him. They don't, because he's a ghost, sort of. So I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to beat him down, and he's gonna, like, take a knee once he gets low health. Or I'm just gonna crush him. And also myself. I don't know if I have to kill myself to prevent him from respawning. I have more health than you. Oh, but he's quicker than me. Let me just borrow your head. Where is the... So this is why I'm not sure if I'm supposed to crush myself or just gonna keep doing this until I am destroyed. Summon the power of Lisa Arms. I should have just kept swinging. I was like, oh no, I should probably back off. Alright. So he is tougher and more capable than I am, even with all my upgrades. But I do have more health than him. And I do a shit ton of damage. Also, I don't have to hit him, I just have to crush him. So as long as I can get him under these traps, I don't even have to bother wailing on him. I didn't realize it rolled away. Alright, where are you at, Dark Keeper? There's no way to get a hit in and dash away quick enough. Problem is, I can't just, like, stand here, because then he'll do that teleport. Alright, where was that health? And did the health disappear when it went to the dark dimension? I don't really get what I need to do to find him. I just kind of ran around in circles last time and he happened to be standing there. So I don't know if he's moving or if he's always in the same spot. Yeah, see, he goes too quickly through that with that dash. But he dashed straight into my trap. Well, he better hope that his daughter was a keeper. He really was wearing that butcher outfit from the photo. So, for a second there, I thought maybe that we had become the new core of STEM, but he's there, so obviously not. So whose brain was that in the center? It wasn't Ruvik's. Unless they just yanked out Leslie's brain and put it in there with Ruvik still in it. Father subject has slain all test subjects except the girl, thereby restoring her memory. The girl became the only living being inside STEM, and this allowed her to regain consciousness and leave STEM. In the Ruvik case, the prevailing theory is that he left STEM by entering the body of a subject Withers. The results of this experiment are a great step forward in understanding the dynamics of STEM. Moving forward, we recommend that the girl be placed under our control so the integrity of her memory can be determined. Father's death within STEM was confirmed, though corresponding brain death of the subject has not occurred. So he's still alive in some capacity, despite the fact that he died in STEM. His body's still alive, at least. Alright, well, that was The Executioner, and it was an interesting diversion from kind of the main gameplay, I guess, of the main game. It's a very different little experience, but at the same time it fit within kind of the established stuff that they did in the main game, with Mobius experimenting with STEM, still trying to figure out how it works, so they can use it for whatever nefarious plans they have. You know, fear control or whatever the administrator was talking about. But they still manage to have their own little story at the same time, or their own little personal story of who you were playing as in this. Even if we don't know who the daughter is, and if she even gets mentioned again. Not sure if that comes up in The Evil Within 2. Again, I don't know very much about The Evil Within 2, but I'm going to find out a little bit more soon, because now we are completely done with the first Evil Within. It's taken me almost exactly a year. I mean, 2 weeks it would have been almost a year since I started. Since this was originally going to be a October-only game last year. But that was a pretty good joke I played on myself there, expecting that I would finish this in a month. At my normal, slow-ass pace. But yeah, we're done with it. We're done with all the DLC. I can finally uninstall The Evil Within, which has been taking up 50 gigabytes on my SSD for almost a year, on one of my 2 SSDs, but still, that's a big chunk of it. But yeah, I'm glad to be done with Evil Within, but I'm glad that I played it, all of it, and I am curious about the second one, but I don't want to play it yet. I know it's good. You know, I haven't really heard anything too negative about it. Everything was pretty positive. It was kind of that game where people played it even without playing the first one because they couldn't stand the first one, or, you know, it was too hard or whatever, but they really enjoyed the second one, so I'm looking forward to checking it out at some point, just not yet. Interesting that there is a question mark here at the bottom, implying that there is another boss that I haven't fought. The sword. Okay, so I guess the last one is Sebastian. Final execution chamber has been added to the patient ward of the manor basement. I mean, I feel like I should check out the Sebastian Fight, because that's one more little fight, but I'm debating right now internally whether I actually want to play through again. I mean, I could do it again off camera, obviously. I can just play up to the manor again, which will only take a few moments. It's a very short DLC, so maybe I'll do that. Who knows? If I do, I'll probably tack it on to the end of this video. And if I don't, well then, I don't think anyone will mind. But I've been Shadefire, this has been The Evil Within, The Executioner, the third and final DLC, and I hope that you know, the handful of you that have stuck by me have enjoyed this ride through Tango Gameworks' first project, and that you perhaps look forward to future ones. But until then, take care, everyone. But wait, there's more. So, I continued and played back up to the point where the Sebastian battle arena has appeared, which is just after you fight Joseph. So let's go check that out. Also, you can see I'm rocking the sword here. Sword's actually pretty cool because it does have its own set of executions. Though, as you can see at the top, under the health bar, it does have a similar thing to the chainsaw where it has a limited number of uses. I think this is the right way. The Sebastian Fight appeared where that trap in the hallway was in the main game. The big blade trap. No, this is 207. And there is still one thing locked in the shop, so I wonder if that's something that I unlock after beating Sebastian. Alright, where was he? I guess he was upstairs, is where the third boss fight is. I'll go this way just so I can show the sword. I was trying to get an execution on one of them, but they died too quickly. I did upgrade the damage and durability on this a little bit, so it is a little tougher than it would be otherwise. Actually, let me check this. I don't think I've even tried this yet. I don't know if I didn't switch quick enough there, or if there is no specific execution for the sword when you use a trap. Yeah, so there's the door there. Okay, that rat just vanished. Rat bastard. Headache. It's dark in the darkness. No light. Can't see anything. Who's the hell in my brain? There's Beacon. There's Ruvik. There's a small child. Alright, same room as Joseph. Interesting that it's not even haunted Sebastian, it's just regular him. It seems like the same kind of thing applies here. We have to get him to run down. Did he just like explosion punch me? Yeah, he does a lot of damage. And I have max defense right now too. Should be at least one health thing around here somewhere. That chair just casually grazed him. I mean, shit, his gun is a lot more effective than mine was against the Keeper. But I mean, yeah, I could have just hit him with another rocket and that probably would have been enough, but it seems like a cheese way, kind of, to win the fight. Just seeing if there's where this health kit is. There's usually a health kit in every fight. So, sadly... Nope. Winged me. Sadly, he doesn't seem to have anything too unique. He seems to mostly just function the same as the Joseph fight, where he just stands around and shoots you. Except he explodes instead of throwing Molotovs. There we go, there's one of the sword executions. He also has his own laugh. I don't think there was any health in this fight. Oh, he's got a crossbow too. Though he does have at least something unique. Wow, he just punches really hard. I guess he upgraded his melee damage. So he is a fairly tough fight. But the main problem is I think, yeah, I'm not getting my consumables back. It's a real shame there isn't a health kit here though, but I guess that's supposed to make it more difficult since it is a optional fight. I can't throw this dynamite high enough. Did he not trigger my trap? No, my trap disappeared. The chainsaw does like no damage. The hammer, on the other hand, does a lot of damage because it's maxed out. I guess if I want health, I can just kill these guys. Okay, he shot me through that friggin' pillar. It seems like an effective strategy. Well, that killed the shit out of one of them. Yep, the see-through plastic screen can block his bullets. He gives you a lot of extra tasty coins, so that was neat that that was a thing, but you know, nothing special about that fight. Basically just the Joseph fight with more health and the crossbow instead of the Molotovs. And there is one more thing. There's the final execution room, but I feel like that's not worth adding on because it's just going to be, here's a room full of enemies. Enemies drop more memory tokens when killed. So you have to grind for this thing, which then gives you more tokens to grind for the rest of these things. Like, unless there were, like, achievements tied to these, I can't even see what the purpose would be in maxing all these out. Like, the more you do this, the easier and easier it gets, and it wasn't exactly that difficult the first time through, so I feel like they don't give you a great reason to keep replaying it. Anyhow, so now I think we're done with it. But, yeah, it was a neat little add-on, little extra fight. Anyhow, now for real, I've been Shadefire, and we are saying goodbye to the evil within. Take care, everyone.